Hey, it works. Hey, it's almost Super Bowl Sunday! We got the Super Bowl crowd in the other room. They're excited. They've got the flat screen TV. There's 2 or 3 flat screen TVs in there. One for every 2 or 3 people. That's the way we like to do it. And but you know what? What is Super Bowl Sunday all about? It's about one thing, right? Number 1, food, snacks. Number 2, the football game. We all know that. So that's where we come in. Or in this case, that's where you come in, because we are going to make a fine pub cheese. Oh, you're going to love it. Yeah. Pub cheese. Pub cheese. Now, and as you can see, it's Super Bowl, so we're not putting anything in fancy containers. I want to show you what I got. Because if you go down to your handy-dandy fancy gourmet store, you're going to spend way too much money for pub cheese. Pub cheese. Pub cheese is really good. It's a little bit of cheddar cheese, creamy cheddar cheese. You eat it with pretzels, or you put it on a little pretzel bread if you can find it. But you'll spend about $4 for 8 ounces. That's 8 ounces, okay? So what we're going to do here is, for about the same amount of money, maybe a little bit more, we're going to double that amount, so you have twice as much, and it's the authentic, good old pub cheese. None of those fancy flavors. I went down to my gourmet store, and all they had was Southwest. Everything's Southwest flavored. Southwest flavored pub cheese. You ever see that, folks? You go down there. No. Or you get the jalapeno, or honey mustard. Honey mustard. There's always these funky flavors infused. We don't want that. You get to control it, make what you want, save some money on Super Bowl Sunday. Hey! All right, folks, so here's what we're gonna do. I got some cream cheese, and I got the whipped variety, and I let it sit out for most of the day. So I wanted not to try to cause any problems with, you know, germs, because there's not gonna be any. But I wanted to get it nice and soft so that I could actually work with it. So I've got an 8-ounce container of the whipped cream cheese variety. And then to that, I'm going to add about the same amount of ricotta cheese. Go down to the grocery store and buy some, you know, part skim, whatever. It's part skim, but don't let that worry you, okay? It's still going to be good. This is, oh, probably twice that. It's about 15 ounces, so about half of this. We're only going to use about half of that, save the other half for a little lasagna later or something like that. So half of that, and then we're in good shape. So then, take your handy-dandy blender and just start to blending, okay? Get that blended up nicely. Get that ricotta married in there with that cream cheese. Shouldn't take you too long. So now, like about so. Then at this point, we're going to add in, and this is the key, folks. This is the key. A little bit of horseradish. Oops, that doesn't fit. A little bit of horseradish. Now, how much do you want? Do you want that much? That's about a teaspoon. More. You want that much? Enough. That's another. How about that much? How about that much? Just that much. That's about 2½ teaspoons. Don't be too stingy on the horseradish. Whip that horseradish in really good. Okay, whip that in good. Okay, now you are done. You are done with that. Somebody wants to lick the beaters, they can. Now we're going to put in some cheddar cheese. Get yourself some sharp cheddar cheese. Now there are various ways to make pub cheese. Some people will put that processed stuff, that Velveeta, I think it's called. They'll put that in at this point. If you want to, fine. I prefer some good quality cheddar cheese. You can put whatever you want in at this point, but I like the good stuff. Some people actually melt this, melt it, thicken it, cool it down, then incorporate it in. You want to do that, you can do that too. And if you want to add jalapenos, add jalapenos. If you want to add honey and lemon, add honey and lemon. I don't care. Add green tea if you want. Because everybody's adding green tea to everything these days. Don't you notice that? But we can just make it authentic. I mean, this is great. This is your ricotta, your cream cheese, your horseradish, your cheddar cheese, and that's it. I mean, literally, during one of those $2.5 million commercials, you've just made it. So you're set. All right. It's so good with pretzels, and we found some fancy schmancy pretzels, and we're going to try it. We're going to give this out to, who wants to try this? I'm going to hand this to one of our Super Bowl fans. Who do we have, a Packers fan or a Steelers fan there?
Steelers.
Steelers? All right. Do we have a Packers fan?
Packers.
Packers.
She said.
All right, folks, that's it. Make it website for the recipe, maninthekitchen.com. That's also where you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and then listen to our podcast if you want. Thanks for joining me. Good luck. And everybody, I'm going to say on 3, yell out your favorite team. 1, 2, 3.